And on the 8th day Moses sent for Aaron and his sons and the responsible men of Israel. And he said to Aaron, Take a young ox for a sin offering and a male sheep for a burnt offering, without a mark, and make an offering of them before the Lord. And say to the children of Israel, Take a he-goat for a sin offering, and a young ox and a lamb, in their first year, without any mark on them, for a burnt offering, and an ox and a male sheep for peace offerings, to be put to death before the Lord, and a meal offering mixed with oil, for this day you are to see the Lord. And they took the things ordered by Moses, before the tent of meeting, and all the people came near, waiting before the Lord. And Moses said, This is what the Lord has said you are to do, and you will see the glory of the Lord. And Moses said to Aaron, Come near to the altar and make your sin offering and your burnt offering to take away your sin and the sin of the people, and make the people's offering to take away their sin, as the Lord has given orders. So Aaron came near to the altar and put to death the ox for the sin offering for himself. And the sons of Aaron gave him the blood, and he put his finger in the blood and put it on the horns of the altar, draining out the blood at the base of the altar. But the fat and the kidneys and the fat on the liver of the sin offering were burned by him on the altar, as the Lord gave orders to Moses. And the flesh and the skin were burned with fire outside the tent circle, and he put to death the burnt offering. And Aaron's sons gave him the blood, and he put some of it on and round the altar. And they gave him the parts of the burnt offering, in their order, and the head, to be burned on the altar. And the inside parts and the legs, when they had been washed with water, were burned on the burnt offering on the altar. And he made an offering for the people, and took the goat of the sin offering for the people, and put it to death, offering it for sin, in the same way as the first. And he took the burnt offering, offering it in the ordered way. And he put the meal offering before the Lord, and taking some of it in his hand he had it burned on the altar, separately from the burnt offering of the morning. And he put to death the ox and the sheep, which were the peace offerings for the people. And Aaron's sons gave him the blood, and he put some of it on and round the altar. And as for the fat of the ox and the fat tail of the sheep, and the fat covering the inside parts, and the kidneys and the fat on the liver, they put the fat on the breasts, and the fat was burned on the altar. And Aaron took the breasts and the right leg, waving them for a wave offering before the Lord, as Moses gave orders. And Aaron, lifting up his hands to the people, gave them a blessing. And he came down from offering the sin offering, and the burnt offering, and the peace offerings. And Moses and Aaron went into the tent of meeting, and came out and gave the people a blessing, and the glory of the Lord was seen by all the people. And fire came out from before the Lord, burning up the offering on the altar and the fat. And when all the people saw it, they gave a loud cry, falling down on their faces.